This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the chairman and CEO of what should be called Mawson, a lot of gold, but of course is called Mawson Gold, Mr. Michael Hudson. Mike, how are you?
Nice introduction. I'm well, thanks, Gerardo.
Well, anytime I read game changing and I read visible gold in four holes, it's hard not to be excited given, the context of the current gold environment. You had some news yesterday that is extremely important moving forward. I would love for you to, do it justice by providing a good overview of the new high grade discovery at your project in Finland, of course, as drills continue to turn in Australia.
And as many drills are just about to turn up the Finland too. Also, we've got four rigs coming in the next month or so to Finland, with one more starting in another few weeks. So yeah, you make discoveries through drilling, I suppose, is the point. And we were fortunate to fund the company well back in May, June, and this is the outcome essentially of that execution of having a good treasury and a number of good projects that we've been working on for some time, and the hard yards have been done in terms of the thinking and all the social work and really they're all drill targets waiting to expand known historic mines in Australia. But here, this is a first principles discovery we made a number of years ago in a swamp. We've got 700,000 ounces plus of gold equivalent in an inferred resource that we just doubled a few months ago. And now we're starting to make discoveries, 1.5 kilometers away from those resources, in areas where we can drill all year round. And that's a key point. So we put the first couple of holes out, the first discovery hole into an area called Yoki East, and hit 1.6 meters at 28.3 grams per ton gold, which is fantastic. The grade is high. It's a thinner zone, but that is that is a result to get anyone in the gold business very excited. And what's important is it's got context. It looks exactly the same rocks, exactly the same structural position and orientation as the resources, and it's got an EM target that makes it look a lot bigger. We put 8 holes into it already. We announced that we hit in half of those holes visible gold. So let's see what the assays come back with. But it's open in all directions and can get a lot bigger and can be drilled all year round, which is a key point, I suppose, in terms of that this will get a lot bigger. This resource of ours, we've said that for a long time, and this is demonstrative of that. But how quickly can we make it bigger and being able to drill all year round, as opposed to the current resource areas, which are really limited to winter drilling, a lot wetter and boggier, and our permits only allow drilling from December to April in those areas. So good news all round.
You mentioned being aggressive in expanding the size and scale of what I believe, clearly shows the potential to be a mine. How aggressive do you plan on being given the treasury position, the robust treasury position?
Well, as much as we can be, basically. And that's all within context of being able to operate according to our permits. So we're permitted for up to 5 rigs in Finland during winter, and I think we are, because we've drilled a few thousand meters already. We announced today or yesterday, closed yesterday, that we'd finished already 2,000 meters, and we're going to be able to get in earlier now with the winter drill program with this area. Yoki East, we'll be able to drill again there from a few weeks' time. So I think we can do our 20 kilometers with 4 rigs actually, but that's about the right number to expand these resources, to infill some of the high grades, expand some of the high grades that we saw in those resources, and this will get a lot bigger. And I'm a junior company CEO, and that's pretty much the mantra of what you'll hear any CEO say about their projects. But this is one of those projects that is delivering, and will continue to do so. We've got lots of very compelling targets with lots of early stage indications of gold that will feed into a resource upgrade, ideally come Q2 again, and then we really have to start making decisions about this project in terms of transitioning, not just from what it's done over the last year or so as discovery, transitioning to resource, and now we're in resource expansion and discovery also, but into early stage permitting and making this a project that eventually will be a mine. And you can sort of see as a technical person how that pathway is ahead of us now.
I must admit, Mike, I find it a bit ironic that after years of frustration from not being able to drill year round, you now have multiple projects in multiple jurisdictions that are almost mandating that you not only drill year round, but that you do so aggressively. What a change, right? And what timing, given, again, gold trading at the 1860 level.
Well, being the optimist, I can say that it's better to have all these projects in a gold market than vice versa. So yeah, that's it. We're very well positioned, I think, through good fortune and creating our own luck. And you know, we've talked about it before. The way to make money in this business is all around timing, and you've got to back those top quartile projects, and the reality is a top quartile project is only developed through hard work, and you know, we've been fortunate to do that hard work and the carrying in harder times, and we're ready to, well, we are delivering, and it's a time to do it.
You and the team should be commended. You're reaping the rewards of seeds planted many, many, many years ago. And few junior companies have as many rigs turning, and few have delivered as consistently as Mawson has recently. What can we expect in the coming weeks and months here before the end of the year, Mike?
From Finland, more results. We put out 2 of the 8 holes from Yoki East, so we still have the remainder of those holes to announce. We'll have another rig starting at the end of November in Finland, and then 4 rigs minimum coming to the site in late December, early January. So lots of news flow. That essentially is not a break from Finland. And then not forgetting, we've got 2 rigs turning consistently in Australia, and there'll be more results to the table. There we've got Redcastle and Sunday Creek being drilled, and we're looking to move one of those rigs ideally before Christmas, or maybe just after, to the new joint venture that we penciled together recently called RU. And then of course there's Mount Isa, where we have now completed that 1 drill hole that was fully funded by the Queensland government, and that's being logged and will be sent for assay soon. So that's an interesting, the steak knives, if you like. I don't know if that translates, but the bonus for shareholders if we can find something of significance there, and you know, we're pulling that data together, and then of course we've got our partners in Oregon drilling very soon, Agila American, who are drilling on the project where they'll carry us 20% to production if they're fortunate enough to find something.
I'm a biased shareholder of both companies, Mawson and Agila American Gold, so obviously happy with the success with Mawson, and of course rooting for Agila American Gold. Mike, thank you so much for your time. You have plenty of gold to go process and find, it sounds like, so I'll let you get to it.
Thanks, Gerardo.
Thank you.